Welcome back to Bar City, episode 68. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin.
So, how's your weekend?
It's going all right.
That's good. Dude, apparently there's even more bills out there at the guard check.
Oh, really? They brought more
Yeah.
out?
Uh, I got called yesterday when one of our guys like, I just want to let you know that way you don't freak out when you come in Monday. There's a shit ton of them. I go, oh no, I was already prepared.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, my
I mean,
weekend's
they'll
been,
have to eventually do something with all those trailers. I mean, that chicken can't sit in there forever. So, mm.
yeah.
I know that they were taking them over to the other plant, and that was a fine temporary fix, but I mean, it can't stay like that forever. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're gonna do though, but I guess that'll be their problem. So,
For y'all that don't know, me and Kevin are currently security guards at a Tyson facility,
yep.
and I guess I don't know if we could talk about it, but what? Fuck it. If they want to say shit for us talking, oh well, it's our own podcast. One of our facilities, the main one that our facility delivers to the warehouse, was raided by ICE,
Yep.
and it has caused a hell of a backup.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty short-handed over there now because, well, quite a few of them that were being questioned. I heard a lot of them quit because they just got tired of dealing with all of it. So now it's caused them to be extremely short-handed. So, mm.
Yeah, those are probably the people that were looking for a reason to quit, or anyways.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I know when I worked in a plant, I was constantly looking for reasons to quit. Like, give me just one reason. Give me one. I will head out those doors.
Yeah.
I guess COVID was kind of my reason. When COVID hit, I was like, yeah, I'm out of here.
But yeah, you came back technically this to the plant, but in a different position.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mind doing the security guard again. I just didn't want to work in the plant. So
Yeah.
I don't know what my reasonings were the first two times I worked at a plant. I don't know. I just didn't want to go, I guess.
I know when you left the security for the first this time that you left before you came back was because you weren't making enough money during doing security.
Yeah. Yeah, when I left as a security guard, I did that for purely for financial reasons. I actually didn't even want to quit when I did. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah,
Oh, now you.
that was a financial decision, which didn't really work out as well as I thought it would. It's not like I wasn't making more money because I was at the plant, but I don't
What's
know
it?
if I was really making enough to like justify that decision. So, admittedly, so it's not like I was like doing so much better financially or anything. It was just like a little bit better, really, is all it was. So, I I might as well have just kept my job really as a security guard. So, but oh well, you live and learn, right? So now I'll know to never do that again. Well, at least not go to another plant or anyway.
Yeah, sorry about that. My neighbor just knocked on my door.
Your neighbor tell them to get lost.
No, they need help.
Are they borrowing a cup of
Getting
sugar?
nah.
Do
He's
people
got a
still do that? Do
toolbox
people
that needs
still
to be.
knock on their neighbor's door to borrow cups of sugar?
I don't know. I've never done that.
I did that one time when I was a kid. I actually went to my neighbor's house to borrow 3 cups of sugar, actually. So,
Yeah.
which seems a little excessive, but that was my sister's idea. She was like, "Oh, go next door and borrow 3 cups of sugar." I'm like, "That seems like a lot," but she was more than willing to do it. She was like, "Oh yeah," she was wanting to give us more than that. So,
Yeah. My neighbor, he needs help getting the toolbox flipped back over on his wheels.
yeah.
So,
Oh, back on the toolbox wheels. Okay.
yeah. So asked one of my roommates if he could do it. If
Yeah.
he doesn't mind giving help. Ugh.
Borrow a cup of sugar.
Because honestly, I just woke up. I actually took a nap this time.
Really?
Yeah.
You must have been tired.
Yeah. I
Oh.
stressed out with the wife before she had to go to work, and she was on getting ready. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a nap.
I did sleep in this morning a little bit, not too much later than normal, but a little bit, and it was nice, I will admit, because I usually try not to do that on Sundays, because Sundays are sort of my preparation for getting back into the week schedule again. So, but
Yeah.
today I just did not want to get out of bed this morning. I was just like, oh, I hit I turned my alarm off and went right back to sleep, basically. But I woke up not
Dang.
that much long later because I guess I'm just so used to getting up that at that time, my body was like, nope, you need to get up. So,
Yeah, I've gotten up at 8 o'clock both days, and I was
oh,
just like, this morning, had breakfast, did my company phone call with my buddy, and then uh, I was like, you know what? I had lunch. The wife's laying out because she's wanting to stretch out before she goes to work within in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna go lay on with her, and I was like, I'll probably get up when she goes to go to work or whatever. And I laid there for about 30 minutes or so. And I looked at her and I was like, babe, I think I want to finally do it. I'm gonna be an old man and just take a
yeah.
nap.
The funny thing is I took more naps in the middle of the day in my 20s than I ever did in my 30s. So, which is kind of weird. So, I swear, when I was in my 20s, I felt like such an old man all the time. I was just like constantly napping. I felt like crap, popping pills all the time.
You
So,
weren't popping pills.
oh, I was. I was taking tons of Tylenol, which I took Tylenol all the time when I was a teenager too. So,
Oh, okay, that.
yeah. Oh no, not those. I meant
Okay.
popping old people pills, painkillers.
I mean, I was popping painkillers too.
Yeah. Yeah, I did
They weren't
that, but
old
that was
people's
only because,
painkillers.
yeah, that was only because I had migraines all the time. But I've had those since I was a kid, so I've had
Yeah.
migraine. I've only recently just got rid of those problems, actually, but I won't go into details about all that because I'm not going to give medical advice over the podcast. But, but just recently, I have solved that problem. I'll say that. So,
hmm So I recently came to like the fact that, I love where we live, but I hate it because of where like the types of groceries we can get. Because I really would like to do the pescatarian diet, like, cause like I like fish more than any other meats. But this area, like, to get good fish is expensive.
yeah. Plus, the fish selection here, I would argue, is probably not as good as other
And
areas. So,
well, it kind of sucks.
I didn't know you liked
So
fish that much. I knew you liked fish, but I didn't know you liked it that
yeah,
much. So,
I mean, I wouldn't fully cut out every types, all the other meats, but I would primarily eat fish if I could.
yeah.
Because like I'm the type of person that I can eat sushi, I can eat sashimi, I can eat just raw strips of salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even have to dip it. Just eat the fish just raw, no dip, no sauce.
My two main meats are beef and chicken, although I have been buying a lot of ground turkey because it's cheap, but that's only why. I'm not that crazy about it. It's just cheap. But
I like there is something. Oh yeah, there's like this microwavable turkey bacon.
oh yeah. Yeah, I think I've had some of that before.
And it's not bad. They come in pretty big packages. It's cheap.
Yeah.
And you just put the cup, put it on a plate, put it in the microwave, cook it, and it's ready to go. It's right there. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, yeah. I only eat fish really on occasions. I don't really eat pork at all. I cut out pork years ago. I'm just not that crazy about the taste of pork. So for some
The
reason,
only pork I still eat is ham and sausage.
yeah, I mean, I guess I do still eat sausage on rare occasions. Even that's pretty uncommon. I guess the
Yeah,
only time I really eat pork is when I eat pepperoni pizza, technically. That's the only time I ever eat it, really. Or when
yeah,
occasionally if I eat bacon, which is also not super common. So,
yeah. We don't. I don't do bacon as much. Like I love bacon,
yeah.
but it's just not a for me when it comes to like making breakfasts because that's when I eat pork mostly breakfast.
Yeah.
I guess when I eat I ate hot dogs today, so I guess that's technically pork.
Oh, yeah. I
But
guess on rare
like,
occasions, yeah, if I have a hot dog, it probably has pork in it. Yeah. Mm.
um, but majority of it's on Saturdays and Sundays for breakfast.
Yeah.
And when I eat breakfast, I want a big breakfast.
Yeah. Probably like your favorite meal of the day, huh?
Oh God, yes.
I'm just not a big fan of just waking up and eating. So I don't know. I need some time before I start eating. I
Oh no,
can't, I don't
we
really
wake
like
up and
going.
like we didn't eat breakfast today until almost 10.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess if I had a few hours before I could eat, that would be fine. Really, I prefer to eat. I just
Yeah,
don't,
Emily's like, I gotta have coffee and like an hour to wake up before I cook breakfast.
yeah,
So that's what we do. We wake up around 8-ish and we get some coffee. She makes cold brew and then she cooks breakfast. And then on Saturdays, it's whatever, we might play some video games together, whatever, before she goes to work. And then I'm just whatever I feel like doing that day, whether it be video games or just doom scrolling my phone or whatever. And then
yeah,
Saturdays, of course, I eat breakfast, do my company call with my buddy, and then do whatever for a few hours and get on here on this podcast. But I tend to like to eat a bigger breakfast because I can go longer without lunch. And on the weekends, I don't eat supper until like on Saturdays until like after 9 and then after 7 on Sundays because that's when she gets off work.
yeah. Weekends, my eating schedule is all over the place. So I just kind of eat when I'm hungry on the weekends. I don't really worry about what time it is. But the weekdays, because of work and stuff, I have to kind of be
Yeah.
careful with when I do and don't eat. But mhm.
During the week, I guess I actually eat pork a lot. I just not thought of that because I eat sausage biscuits every morning during the week.
I used
So
to eat
for,
a lot more sausage, but I just don't anymore. It's very rare. So
yeah, I do the 2 packs of those little that has the double little tiny sausage biscuits.
yeah.
But instead of being the biscuits, it's the buns.
Oh, really? Hmm.
Yeah, because I don't like biscuits in the microwave.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. Kind of get.
But those yeah,
Yeah,
but the buns stay nice and moist and good. Not easy, also a lot less messy because they don't flake.
yeah,
And I eat those with whatever I decide to drink. And like the summers, I drink like I'm starting to drink like orange juice or something nice and hydrating kind of juice.
yeah,
And then in the wintertime, I'm like, oh yeah, now I can have me a Monster and that stuff now because I'm not going to get as dehydrated easily with all the water I drink afterwards.
yeah,
That's why I tend to drink, have half a bottle of water at the guard check and bring another one, and I get through. Sometimes I can drink upwards to 1.5, almost 2 bottles of water. But I mean, for our job, we're just sitting there half the time.
I don't know. I feel like for our job, I drink probably more liquids than I normally do on most jobs because I guess when there's something about sitting down and like watching something or playing a game, I feel like I'll constantly have the need to have a drink near me. So
That's
until
why
I'm
I've limited the amount of water because I noticed at one point I was drinking so much. I was bringing like 2, 3 bottles of water, and I was just drinking so much water, like I was pissing constantly.
yeah,
I know TMI, but like I was, dude. Every time a truck showed up, I was like, man, I gotta pee. Hurry the fuck up, dude. But now, so I limited that because I was during the summer. I'll take 2 bottles of water up there.
Yeah.
That way, at least I can have a bottle and a half. Need to, or I'll drink both bottles depending on how thirsty I get, how hot it is that day. Because there was a couple days, over the summer that it didn't get too hot in the guard check because, when they cleaned the unit, it was actually working for like what, a month?
Yeah. Yeah, not too long.
Nah,
Yeah, well, first, well, it's fair to say that thing is not designed to be in a guard check, obviously,
no.
and
Well,
it's
not one with
also,
that many windows.
yeah, they really should. If they were going to put that thing in there, they really should have put two of them to try to keep up with it.
Yeah. Well, the
But
problem
also
is,
that thing's kind of a
is
piece of crap anyway. So,
the old unit that we had in there
yeah.
was like a 22 and it could barely keep up. It was keeping up.
I don't know. I found the old units never, well, at least at the back guard shack. I don't really remember how the one at the front guard shack did, but
The one in the
the
front guard
back one I
shack
never
did
had any
good
problems
until
with
it
it.
broke.
Yeah, I never had any problems with the one at the back guard shack,
Right, it
so
was
it
a
always worked well.
22. This
Yeah,
one that we have now is a 19.
yeah.
So they didn't even spec it. They just said, "Oh yeah, 19 is good enough for this space. It'll keep it pretty cold."
Yeah.
But I remember when they put it in the front guard check, they're like, "Yeah, this is gonna freeze it up here. It's gonna be so cold."
Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah.
Nah, 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 nah.
They
Well,
said
that
the
was
same.
the installers that told me that.
Yeah, they said the same thing when when the window tinters came to the front guard check. They're like, "Oh, it's gonna be nice and cool in here now once you get these windows tinted." Yeah, it did. It still was hot in there. They didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
Only thing that did was make it harder to see at night. I was like, "Great, now I can't see jack squat through the windows." So,
yeah, I didn't like it.
yeah,
Like you can't really cool down an area that's nothing but window. Like,
yeah,
and because of our guard shacks, you have to see all around us. Majority of our guard shack is windows,
yep.
and the
Windows all
sliding
around.
windows aren't put in properly, so they don't seal right. I got hardly any insulation.
Yeah, the doors are old. The window, yeah, all the ceiling's old. Yeah.
hmm
Mhm.
Only thing new is our bath.
Yep.
Yeah, one driver's like, "Oh, they're apparently remodeling a bunch of these guard shacks at Tyson's. Like, maybe you'll get a new building or something soon." I'm like, ah.
I wouldn't hold my breath. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'll see that. I'll believe that when I see it.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's pretty much my approach. Do it first and then I'll believe it. Yeah. Until then, I don't believe it. So,
yep. I've been trying to find stuff to talk about this weekend, but there's not really any kind of news or anything.
I keep staring at your like now that your avatar's there, like what I'm looking at that bookshelf or whatever, the media shelf, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing, action figure or whatever. I'm trying to figure out what that. It looks like a transformer, but I don't know what that is.
Which one?
The one at the very top one. Well, I guess both of them really. So,
Well, some of them look like Gundams to me.
oh yeah, I guess a Gundam. Yeah.
I'd have to actually pull because my view of it's on a full pic. I don't know if you get a full pic of it.
Oh no, I just see just the one on the very bottom right corner or the bottom, well, the bookshelf anyway, and then the one at the very top. So
Oh, on the left side of the screen for me, I guess. Yeah, those
yeah,
look like Gundams to me.
yeah. Now that you mention it, they do kind of look like Gundams. I kept thinking like Transformer, but I was like, yeah, they do look like Gundam. I've only really watched like one Gundam show growing up. So when that was, what was that? G Gundam? Is that the name of that show? G Gundam? The one,
G Gundam.
isn't that the one where
Yeah,
he's looking for his brother or whatever? Yeah.
Mobile Fighter G Gundam.
Maybe it's
Is
been
it
so
the
dang long.
black-haired guy kid with the red bandana?
Yeah, I think he did have a red bandana.
Is that the one with the shiny finger attack?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shiny finger. Yeah. He always
Yeah.
had to say that quote every single time. Yeah. Mm.
At some point, because I have yet to do it. I have never done it. Uh, I haven't watched every single Gundam. Like I've watched majority of them, but I
Yeah.
have never actually sat and done the timelines.
Yeah.
And it is so all over the place because not all of them are in the same universe as each other.
Right.
And I've been so tempted to get, find where I can watch them all, or if I have to eventually buy them all, I don't care. I mean, I eventually want to collect them anyways. But I eventually want to go through and watch every single Gundam from start to finish in timeline order
Oh gosh. Mm.
in the main universe, and then go to each universe until I finished it all.
Sounds like me years ago when I can't remember this was a long time ago when I attempted to watch every single Disney movie. Well, only the main ones though, like the main studio ones,
Yeah,
not the side B movies or whatever you call the B studio, whatever it is.
yeah.
Um, I attempted to start, you start with Snow White and I attempted to watch away the three. I can't remember how far I made it, but after a while I finally gave up. I was like, "Oh, okay, I've had enough of this." So
Damn.
yeah. I made it a decent way, but yeah, there's just so many of those. So mhm. But yeah, I don't even remember why I wanted to do that. I guess I was just bored. So
Yeah, right now I'm rewatching The Vampire Diaries with the wife.
oh yeah. I never watched that show.
It's so Vampire Diaries and Originals are is great. Like it's one of those for me, Twilight was a better book series than movies,
Yeah.
and Vampire Diaries is a better show than a book.
Hmm.
Like they went more adult with the show, like adult themes,
Yeah.
whereas the book was still more for like
Like
teenagers.
juveniles, yeah. So
So it's like, even granted, though, we see, start out with Elena and her friends before, of course, Stefan and Damon shows up and all that. They're all 17. Like where you get to in like season three, I think it is, Elena just turns 18. And so it's like, should technically have been for teens, but then they immediately within 3 seasons put everyone as young adults. And for the next 5 seasons, everyone's young adults. And then, so it's like they just went ahead, like, you know what, we'll make it adult theme. Just do it.
yeah.
But then you have the originals that have a 5 season run, and then they ruined it with Legacies. To me, I'm just sticking with like Legacies doesn't exist because like season one of Legacies was pretty good, but then they just went really left field with it and just it's almost like they gave up on the franchise.
Yeah.
That's what I really felt like, which annoyed me because its Legacies introduced mythical creatures. Like one of the main characters turns out he's a phoenix. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen Legacy. Um, so I was like, they show it. They have a dragon. It was kind of cool. Like I was like, okay, this is dope. All right, we're separated from the three, vampire, witch, and werewolf.
Yeah.
And like they even done a good, way of saying like why these creatures hadn't shown up and all this, and it's because of the three. And I was like, okay, building on the lore, great, let's do this. And then it just went, "Meow." And then at some point, I got to rewatch all of Supernatural because I didn't rewatch it before I watched the final season.
Hmm.
And I'm the type of person, once the final season comes out, I put it on the list to watch just straight up from beginning to end.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know why I do that, why I put myself through that kind of shit, but I do.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to rewatch some types of series. I can do it with comedy shows because they're more light and easier to handle. But
Yeah.
when it comes to like drama or action type series and stuff like that, I don't know. It depends on the series, but most of them it's harder for me to rewatch. Once I've seen them once, it's usually a one and done thing for me. So every once in a while, there's a series though I'll rewatch. So
Oh, I did just come across a bit of news that I'm like, holy shit.
what's that?
2026, The Return to Silent Hill.
The Return to Silent Hill.
Yep, they're making a new Silent Hill movie apparently in 2026. I'm
Oh,
hoping
really?
this is real because
Hmm.
if I'm just getting debated here, I'm going to kill someone.
Oh, that extreme, huh?
Oh
Uh,
yeah, and it's like it shows that it's being made by the director from Terrifier 3. I'm gonna have to double check.
oh,
Like I just
really?
can't.
Now
Yeah,
that does sound interesting now. So I
nope,
guess
it's an official film.
maybe he's a big Silent Hill fan and he would decided he wanted to, or maybe the production studio approached him about it and decided they wanted him to do one. I don't know. So,
When a mysterious letter calls him back to Silent Hill in search of his lost love, James finds a once recognizable town and encounters terrifying figures, both familiar and new, and begins to question his own sanity.
hmm.
Yep, silent. Yep, we're getting a January 23rd, 2026.
Oh, so it's going to be early in the year then.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it sounds interesting. I'm still excited for the new Scream movie, but that won't come out until March, I don't think. So got a little while for that comes out.
It's a new adaptation of the video game Silent Hill 2 and serves as the sequel to the 2006 Silent Hill film,
Huh.
but is considered a standalone project from Standalone Revelation. So I'm guessing they're doing like they did with the Halloween movies, because Silent Hill Revelations was a supposedly direct sequel to 2006.
Yeah. They've been doing that with a lot of movie series here lately, kind of soft rebooting them, sort of. So,
Yeah,
or at least you could consider it a new timeline for that way the people that like the other, movies,
yeah,
they can
they
still
do it
watch
as a
them and
different
yeah,
timeline. Yeah,
yeah.
so I'm curious on this. Like, damn,
Yeah.
I love the Silent Hill game. The movies, like,
Uh yeah.
but yeah. Uh,
But yeah.
but yeah. I came across something earlier. I just kind of like half asleep came across it and just turned my phone off and just ignored it and started my day.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to look into it, but
I just happened to be
apparently,
calling you too.
apparently people are complaining about a new Disney short.
Disney Short.
Yeah,
Who's that?
short film.
I didn't even know they made those.
Yeah,
Hmm. I must be really out of the loop when it comes to Disney, new Disney stuff. Hmm.
yeah. I don't know. I'm about to look into it because I just seen it on Facebook. That's probably why I half ignored it.
Yeah.
Uh, it's called, yeah, Versa. So apparently people have a problem with it all of a sudden, or have bitching about it because it's a straight couple. It's a heterosexual couple,
Okay.
and apparently it's a touching story inspired by the real life loss of an animator's infant baby. And I've seen something about people hating it. And I'm like, why? Like, can people not have a like? So here's the post I found earlier. Disney's newest short film Versa has sparked controversies for what critics call a return to traditional family values. The story centering on a straight couple navigating parenthood has drawn mixed reactions, with some praising its warmth and while others accuse it of sidelining queer representation. The backlash highlights how even a simple family story can ignite cultural war debates in 2025. To some, it's nostalgic storytelling. To others, it feels like a step backwards from Disney's recent attempts at inclusion. As audience split over whether Versa is harmless or aggressive, one thing is clear: in today's climate, even cartoons carry political weight. And it's like, okay, motherfuckers, I'm gonna drop some shit right here. I give no fucks if you're gay, straight, take it. I don't give a fuck if you want to chop your penis off and turn it into a fucking vagina. I don't give a fuck if you want to pull your fucking vagina out and make it a penis. I give no fucks. But for people to sit there and say, oh, because they made a heterosexual short that we're reversing. Inclusion means including everyone. Not every story needs to be fucking queer. Not every story needs to be hetero. Some stories can just be asexual. I immediately, that's why I was like, I immediately turned my phone off this morning because if I was like, I was to read too much into it, it would have set me off because the gender norm is still the norm because majority of people are still heterosexual. It's like they're trying to make heterosexual the minority, but you can't do that without oppressing people. And if you oppress people and force them to change, you're no better than people that you're talking against. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know anything about the short, so I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying it's the overall aspect of being mad about the short. 'Cause I don't know much about the short, except for I guess it's showing a couple's life becoming parents because the animator lost his child. So he
Hmm.
wanted to make a heartwarming little short film.
Yeah.
Which that's another aspect. If you want to talk shit about that, like dude literally lost his child. He wants to make a film about a couple that didn't, and they're trying to get into parenthood. Like that's his coping animation. I'm just if immediately anytime anyone's like, "Oh, it's got to be this way or that way in film and in media and in life," it immediately pisses me off because I'm like, "All right, look, inclusion means inclusion, which means everyone. Oppression is bad no matter who it comes from. If you preach against oppression and for inclusivity, but then you turn around and talk crap about something that shows up because it's not representing you and your people and your sexualities and you hate it and try to oppress it, you are doing exactly what you're supposed to talk against, which makes you hypocritical, makes me fucking hate you. It's that simple. I had to have a one little rant, you know?
I follow the Christmas subreddit,
Oh God.
and it kind
Go
of
from
like,
go
yeah.
from Reddit about the inclusion to get immediately into Christmas summer.
But it's just been kind of on my mind. But I saw some people posting like, their Christmas decorations. It's kind of got me
Yeah.
thinking, like, I never really thought about this before, but like on average, I wonder when like most people like start their celebrations of Christmas, because I know different people can vary depending on
Uh
how into it you are.
I
So
know our ooh, a little bit of acid reflux there for some reason.
for
But
me, I'll say this. For me, like it can really vary on the year because it really just depends on how in the mood I am that year for it and how prepared mentally I am.
yeah.
But on average, typically, I'm one of those people that I usually start light. Use the word light celebrating the week before December. I do some like Christmas music. I'll mix it in with my
Yeah.
regular music and stuff like that. And then once it gets into December, it gets a little heavier and heavier as the weeks go on, but to the point where I'm watching Christmas movies, and if I have decorations, which I don't have any this year because everything that happened last year, but if I do, I'll start decorating around that time. But that's me. But I know people on the Christmas subreddit, some of them are pushing it all the way back to like early November or even like late October. And I'm like, I found that kind of interesting. And I was like, I wonder what the average is for most people.
For me, I've
So,
noticed if you do not like if people don't
oops.
like to celebrate
Yeah.
Halloween, they start decorating at the end of October. But if they like Halloween, they start decorating about closer to mid-November.
Yeah.
As they're taking down their Halloween stuff, they're putting up their Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
To me, that's the best way. And if you
Excuse me.
and then there's some people that just never take down their Christmas stuff because it's the only holiday they care about.
Yeah, I get that's what I said. I guess it can vary, depends on how into it. I mean, I like Christmas. I wouldn't say I'm like as into it as other people are, but I think the only reason why I don't decorate is I do like Christmas decorations. I think the only reason why I don't decorate more than I do is just because I'm lazy. If I had somebody to just kind of do it for me, I wouldn't. I would. That would be nice. I always make
Yeah.
myself sound so lazy on these podcasts. I swear. If somebody could just do this for me, that would be so nice. And
So the average time is typically between Thanksgiving weekend and the first half of December, with
yeah,
many
that
people beginning the
that's
day
about the
after
sweet spot for
Thanksgiving.
me. Yeah. So
While this is a common time frame where people start various based on personalities, preferences, tradition, and when they find it logical to transition from the fall holidays. Some even begin as early as November, while others wait till until December 1st. But
yeah,
the average American waits till after Thanksgiving.
yeah,
And it's traditionally because of Black Friday. They get all their
yeah.
shit for cheap on Black
It does.
Friday.
I think some of the shopping, yeah, centers do kind of push people more in psychologically into the mood. Yeah, particularly yeah, like you said, in America, like where they, like, oh, Black Friday sales coming up, the Thanksgiving sales coming up, so people are already sort of mentally prepared for Christmas early on because they're thinking about it. And that
They're
kind of
like, you
gets,
know what? I'm buying
yeah,
all this stuff. I need new lights
yeah, I
for my
need,
Christmas tree.
yeah,
These lights are over here like $2, and the good ones. Let's just get these while we're here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw online, I think it was on, I can't remember which, if it was on Instagram or TikTok. I'm not sure which one because I bounce back and forth between those so much now. But they uh they were talking about Filipinos apparently are so into Christmas that
Hmm.
a lot of them start celebrating like early October. And some of them even admitted in the comment section, they were like, yeah, and some of us don't even take our decorations down until like February because it's like we want to keep celebrating even after Christmas is over. I'm like, wow, okay, so they're even worse than Americans. Okay. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
at
Also,
least some Americans anyway.
I think another thing for us when we start doing it is soon as like stores start stocking and having Christmas music playing.
Yeah, that's true. That last weekend, I noticed that too. When me and my kids were walking through various stores in Conway, they were already playing Christmas music, and I already saw a decent amount of Christmas decorations out, which the decorations didn't surprise me because I was like, yeah, I mean, they want to start putting this stuff on the shelf to get it sold, obviously, and make money. But I was just like, already had Christmas music. I was like, oh, okay. So, and
Yeah, the average American store will slowly put out some Christmas stuff
yeah,
as soon as summer ends and they have it mixed in with their Halloween stuff. And
yeah.
apparently the trend is called Christmas creep.
I remember when I used to work in a grocery store, they did the I don't know about all grocery stores. It's probably just the one I worked in, but years ago when I worked in a grocery store, they did this thing where when it in throughout November they would play this one Christmas song. I don't know if they had this song on a CD or a tape or whatever they were playing it off of, and they would mix it in with all regular music, but it was only one Christmas song. And they would
Hmm.
and it would play like every like 20 minutes. It would replay again and replay again, like after like two or three regular songs, and then it would switch back. And I was like, how many times are they gonna keep playing the same damn song over and over again? I'm
Oh,
getting sick of hearing
you're
it. And finally,
dude.
when it would get into December, then they would just start playing Christmas music, all of it. So
When my wife, when people were like, "Yeah, I didn't like working at Walmart. Walmart kind of sucked and all this," my wife will look at them and be like, "You think it's bad? I started working at Walmart, and then Frozen came out."
let
Because
it
at least,
go. Do you want to build a snowman? Yeah.
God, at least the one in Kansas, Independence, Kansas, where we were living at the time, that Walmart, uh, literally the whole Christmas had those songs playing. And of course, all the TVs were showing Frozen and the electronics, and it was just, God, so annoying. I remember also like the Olaf like talking toys. My buddy Chris, he would take them and start spreading them all over the store, turning them on.
God, it sounds like something a little kid would do.
I mean, you're not wrong mentally. He he's grown up now that he's
Yeah,
got kids, but
I
like,
guess I have no room to talk. I still kind of have the mentality of a kid sometimes. So,
yeah. But that was, of course, we were like early 20s, single. Well, I wasn't because I was with my wife, but
yeah.
he
Sometimes it
was.
depends on who you're with too. Maybe him being around you makes him want to do that too. So,
Ah, ha, ha. No,
well,
he
like
he
being
was
with
the
certain
life.
people,
He was the
like
life of the
can.
party. That was he made me want to be
Oh,
act more
is the other way
immature.
around? Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
know I'm like that with my friend John. Like we've known each other literally since we were like, well, essentially kids anyway. So anytime when it's just me and him around each other, we have a tendency to just after a few as the time goes on, our mentality drops more and more down to like kid level after a while,
It
because
was
that's when we met. So,
Yeah, it was funny because with Chris, his mom thought I was the bad influence.
but it was the other way around. Yeah.
And thing is, like, and she liked his other friend that I didn't get along with, but he was the bad influence. He was the one that wanted to do all the stupid, just technically almost like borderline illegal, crazy shit. She thought he was as sweet as fucking angel.
Yeah. Some parents are like that with their kids. They'll defend their kids to the end of the earth. So no matter what they do. So,
And it was like later in her life that she actually like confronted Chris. She's like, I think I was wrong on who was the good influence, who was the bad influence. I'm like, finally, thank you.
Sometimes it's the other way around too with parents. They think their kid is a lot acts up a lot more than they actually do. So, but in reality, it's like they're not that bad. They just think they are. So, mm,
Like that was the only mother of a friend that thought I was the bad influence that I
yeah.
know of.
I don't think I had any of my friends' parents refer to me as a bad influence, but that's probably because I was not. I was the goody goody kid. So if and not that any of my friends were really a bad influence either, but yeah, if we were going to pick who the worst one between me and them were, I would, yeah, probably pick them because like I said, I never did hardly anything like that, anything bad influence wise. Mm.
What's really funny is when you have a parent of a ex-girlfriend see you in a grocery store and want to talk to you, and then tell you that they believe that you were a way better boyfriend than their current ones,
Yeah.
that you were a good influence. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. I don't know how to take that. All right. I guess I'm a good influence on people. I'm not a good influence.
I'm probably not the best influence now that I'm older. I was probably a better influence back then. So.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I've taken a bad route or anything. I'm just saying, like, I'm probably just not the best example in life. I wouldn't tell other people in their 20s to like, oh, look at what I'm doing in my 30s and model after me. Yeah, obviously, don't do that. So, I'm not a good influence. Yeah.
Yeah, completely model after me. They get, spend life that, no give a fucks unless someone fuck with you.
Sorry to
Uh,
everybody who can hear my ice crunching. So,
yeah, he's an ice cruncher.
yeah.
Dude, I hate on my phone. The button to do push to talk is right under my send button, and I always fucking fat finger it.
Push to talk is right under your send button.
So yeah, when the button you hit to hit send on a message,
Yeah, on a
the
text
way
message.
my phone works, yeah, on a text message, the way my phone works is it pulls up the keyboard and right there in the right corner, right under the button to hit send is the push to talk, the text to speech or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I always end up fat fingering it. I'm like, nope, shut that off.
Hmm. I guess I've never used that feature before. I don't even know how it works. So,
I've used it a couple times. I mainly only use it when I'm driving.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I'll have it up there on the mount, and somebody texts me, I'll like have the or I'll have the if the wife's with me, I'll just have her read it off, and then she texts what I says. So,
Yeah.
or you just get ignored until I get home, like or to wherever I'm going.
If someone, well, I'm not as bad with my newer phone now because now I usually have it mounted up on my window, but so I can see if someone's calling or texting me. But on my older phone, it was so slow, like, and I had it usually shoved either in my pocket or like in the like my change drawer there, whatever compartment.
Yeah,
And if someone was texting or calling me while I was driving, I didn't know it or anything about it. Like, yeah, you'll just have to wait until I get to wherever I'm going because I don't know anything about it. So, but now I can because it'll connect to my car much easier and I can like answer it right there in front of me. So if someone calls me or texts me.
yeah, yeah. I tend to ignore my phone while driving.
Yeah.
Honestly, I tend to ignore my phone on the weekends in general too. Like if I'm at home, you have to
I
call me.
ignore my phone a lot. It depends on who's calling me. If I don't know the number, I'm not answering it. So you have to text me or leave me a voicemail. Well, actually, I probably don't even check my voicemail. I don't even know how to check it. But
Yeah, I don't even know
but
how to check
well,
my
I probably did if I looked at it, but I've just never do it.
phone.
But if you would need to text me first if you're an unknown number, if you're not saved in my phone, because I'm not answering. So
Yeah, even if I know you, if you don't call me, you're probably gonna have to wait like 30 minutes to an hour before I finally pick up my phone and look at it. Unless like I'm playing a game on my phone because me and the wife are watching some random YouTube video and I'm only half focusing on it. So I'm playing the game on my phone.
I usually have my phone nearby. If I don't answer right away and I'm not calling or texting back, it's probably because I'm either asleep or I'm in the shower or something. So, or like I said, before it used to be the case with driving, but yeah, those would probably be the only two reasons if I don't look.
Yeah.
So, because usually I have my phone nearby. So, usually. So there can be some exceptions where I will sometimes randomly, because my ADHD will kick in, and I'll set it in a weird spot and completely forgot that I set it down there, and I'll go do something on my computer, and then hours will pass and I haven't even looked at my phone. So that happens sometimes, but it's pretty rare. So mm.
Yeah. I just don't pay attention to my phone that much on the weekends because I'm like,
Well,
if
you're a supervisor. You should always be near your phone. What if an emergency happens?
y'all call me,
A
which,
work
wait,
emergency.
yeah, if it's a work emergency, I'm getting a phone call, which means I notice my phone.
Nope, emergency text.
Nope. If you emergency text me, it's not that bad.
Nope. I couldn't talk because I my voice cord got ripped out of my throat, and so I got to text you. So
If your voice cord got ripped out of your throat, means your throat got ripped out and you're dead.
nope, I can still text. I got a couple of just those last few muscles left to text. So
Well, then I'll eventually in 30 minutes look at my phone and see that you're in the hospital. I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
nope, too late. You were supposed to bring me
Oh, then you're dead. I'm sorry.
there. What the heck? What kind of supervisor are you?
Well, I mean, if you like, if something like that happened, like you probably wouldn't be calling me except for from the hospital.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
So like,
you wouldn't be the first person I would call. I would. Well, if that happened, the first person people I'd be calling is 911. But and then I don't know how I would communicate with them because if that happened, I don't know. So actually, in reality, if that happened, I'd probably just sit there and waller on the floor until I died. So in all actuality, so
I don't know. Like, I mean, to get your voice cords ripped out, like they would have to rip out the front of your throat. So
yeah,
like, or stuck their hands down your throat.
yeah.
And you're probably dead already. So like
It's
I'm like, yeah,
like not much you could have done. Yeah.
when the truck driver shows up and sees that you're dead, they'll call.
Wow.
And then I'll get the notification for Rachel. One of the supervisors probably called me, "Hey, you got a dead guard out here." Oh shit. Okay. Look at the
Which
time. Ah, fuck, it's Kevin.
which
Damn
guard is
it.
it? Yeah. That's probably what they think. Oh, which one? Hopefully it's one of the annoying ones.
You're not. Yeah. I don't want
I don't
anyone
know
to
how they feel
die.
about me. I don't know.
They probably don't like none of us.
Probably not.
Depends
But
on the
to some
supervisor
people, you never
inside.
know because they can talk one way to your face, and as soon as you're gone, they might talk about
I
you a
mean,
whole
that
other way.
is
So,
the way I hear it is very big time in our in Tyson.
especially Tyson employees, they're really bad about doing that. So
Yeah.
it's
I
like
don't know. Like
working
I've
in
never
for that company, I swear it's like work. It feels like you're working at a school or something because everybody's back talking behind you, everybody's back, and there's drama everywhere. And
yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God, people, like we're here to collect a paycheck, not to cause drama. So,
There's people cheating on their spouses with other
mhm.
people, even though their spouses
Never
work
just, if you're ever working at a Tyson, never just randomly start walking down back hallways and stuff and just opening up doors because you never know what you might walk in on. Just gonna let you
Yep.
know.
Also, if you work at Tyson, vet whoever you think is cute or handsome or whatever, and y'all's getting like close. Vet them because there's so many people in that fucking facility that has cheated on their significant others.
Yeah.
Also, never date a supervisor. And if you're a supervisor, never date one of your employees because we actually have a supervisor that got fired at our site because he ended up cheating for the third time on it with and getting his third baby mama, and because he wrote her up, she turned him in for the inappropriate stuff that they do, which got him fired.
Yeah.
So if you work at Tyson, if you never or ever about to work at Tyson, it's not a bad place to work. Just completely be cautious on who you're friends with. And if you are going to date someone you work with, I've always been against, dating coworkers.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have no problem with it.
but I've always been against it. But if you're going to do it, make sure to double check who the fuck you're dating. And take everything someone says to you about that person with a grain of salt.
Oh yeah, that I definitely agree with. So, mm.
I think
I would say that
there's
in general, like get to know the person for yourself. So don't like take what other people
yeah,
say, like about that, but you're getting secondhand information. So
but like God, the amount of shit I've heard people about other people when we were working at the front gate.
yeah.
Third shift especially talks. Like it's so hilarious. Like it's kind of one of those I'm glad we're where we are because we can hear it and know the tea, but we're not a part of it. We just get to
Um,
like get the entertainment value out of it.
yeah, we're like the
I
audience. Yeah.
yeah. I don't typically like eh, you know condone enjoying all the drama people do. But honestly, after working there for so long, it's like the only entertainment to our job.
Oh yeah. Yeah, our job's pretty boring, but
Like I'm glad our
that's
job's
probably
boring.
why those employees start all that drama is probably because they're bored, I guess, and that's the only way they can entertain themselves. But I'm like, you get to, I don't know. So I just never was wanted to be part of any of that. I'm like, I'm not that bored to cause drama. So
Yeah.
or help someone else stir up drama either. So oh, but I guess that's about all the time we have today, folks.
Woo!
Whee!
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on wherever you're listening or seeing our podcast.
Barb City.
Woo!
I don't know why I randomly said the name of our podcast,
I
but
don't
they don't know.
know. Comment down below. When do you start celebrating Christmas if you celebrate it, or your winter holiday? I
Yeah,
should say,
whatever you
because
celebrate. Yeah,
like if you celebrate Hanukkah, when do y'all start doing the stuff, decorations? When do you decorate for your winter holiday
or Kwanzaa.
or Kwanzaa? Yeah.
Barb City. Place to
With that
be.
one, I guess I would just say bye.
Time show.
Welcome to the city where chaos thrives. Kevin and Eric keep people alive. Random talks and stories collide. Bar City Anthem, let's take a ride. Bar City, the place to be. Laughs and madness, wild and free. Tune in now, let the good vibes flow. Bar City, your favorite show. Guitars, drum and synths ignite. Jokes and banter, morning or night. From the weird to the totally bizarre. Bar City legends shining like a star. Bar City, the place to be. Laughs and madness, wild and free. Tune in now, let the good vibes flow. Bar City, your favorite show. Guitars, drum and synths ignite. Jokes and banter, morning or night. From the weird to the totally bizarre. Bar City legends shining like a star. Bar City, the place to be. Laughs and madness, wild and free. Tune in now, let the good vibes flow.